the Board of Trade, and I've been in the business now for about 25 years. Started out in the pits, trading the 30-year bonds. And after I left the Board of Trade, I moved to online trading, and which I must say I like a lot more. It's a lot safer. You don't get pushed downstairs. You don't have to write your trades on little cards. And since being online, I've traded just about everything, S&Ps and Forex and commodities, including metals and even corn and meat. So I've kind of seen it all. I've traded in bull markets and bear markets and sideways markets. And so I have, strategies for it. What I want to talk to you about mostly today is how you get to stay in this business for as long as I have, which is over 25 years. A lot of people can pick winners, make good money on trades, but they end up giving it back and a lot more and eventually leave the business. Personally, I've seen hundreds of traders come and go over the past 25 years. So what is the big secret? What are the big secrets to longevity in this business and, making a really good income? The two things as I see it, one is risk control. You've got to have a system that allows you to control the risk on each of your trades, because it's the losers that are going to kill you. We're probably only going to be right about 30–40% of the time. So we've got to make a lot of money on the trades where we are right, and we've got to lose very little money on the trades where we are wrong. People always ask me, what's your best trade ever? Probably 2013 long pound Canadian dollar, about 5,000 pips. But that was not my best trade. My best trade are all the losers that I got out of really quickly that were never able to hurt me. So by getting rid of the losers, your mind is freed up. You can make the next trade, with confidence. Because if you don't have confidence in this business and losers are weighing you down, you just, you're not going to make it. So let's talk a little bit about my system. I use for my long-term trades, I look at weekly and daily charts. For the short-term trades, I look at the 5-minute and 15-minute. My methodology is the same though for long and swing trades or for day trades, which keeps it very simple for me. Okay, here's Australian dollar, US dollar. This is a weekly chart. And what we have over here on the right side is a really nice head and shoulders bottom setting up. And we've already come up and gone through the neckline. If this neckline holds, this trade is looking at 84.94, about 1,300 pips from here, over the long term. So I'm very interested in that. One of the things, as I said, to control risk, you need to find the lowest risk entry point. So I use patterns like head and shoulders, many others that we could talk about. But on the head and shoulders, you have this neckline here. So when the trade comes up through the neckline, that's where I buy it. Because on that neckline is only one price. Above that price, I'm correct. Below that price, I'm wrong. So I don't have to risk 100 pips or 200 pips. I generally risk 10 or 15 pips on each trade that I get into, whether it's long-term or short-term. Maybe 10 to 15 pips on long-term, maybe only 5 pips on short-term. So I'm always taking very small risk, and I always have the potential for big reward. And most important, I know exactly where I'm right or wrong. And as you'll see, that's always on a line. To transform this to how it looks in day trading, let's take a look at the 5-minute chart. This is a trade I made today. This was, again, a day trade on Australian dollar. I was able to draw this trend line on the 5-minute chart. And when it came through the trend line, this is exactly where I sold it for a day trade. Again, look at the low risk. There's only one price on that line, 71.78. So if it goes to 80.81, I'm gone. If it stays below it, I'm short. And look what happened. It was a great day, with that trade. In my trading, as I said, I use my first thing I use are patterns, which could be head and shoulders. It could be a trend line like this. It could be a rectangle. It could be a triangle. Okay, but all of them have lines, and on those lines are prices. And above that price or below that price, I'm either right or wrong. I know exactly where to get out. We could look at another one here. This is Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Now, this is further along. Let's get rid of this. This trade's further along than the Australian dollar, US dollar. We've had this big head and shoulders bottom. We came up through the neckline where I got long. And as you can see, it's gone, further distance than Australian dollar, US dollar, but this still has enormous potential. The way you tell with head and shoulders, you measure from the bottom of the head to the neckline and extend it the same direction. So we're looking at somewhere up here about 1.03 area, which is going to be 800 pips. So we're looking at 1,400 pips on Australian dollar, US dollar, and maybe 800 pips on this trade. So what I do every day in finding trades for my subscribers on TickerTacker is I go through all the charts from the top down. I start with the monthlies, work all the way down to the 5-minute for every pair. I find my patterns. I combine the patterns, with several indexes that measure momentum and also divergences. Very interested in those two things. So the trades are not just patterns, but they're combined with momentum indices and momentum indicators and indicators that show divergence, where prices might make new lows, but the index does not make the new low, which that is the definition of a divergence. The trades that I derive from my daily work, from the system I've been using for 25 years, are posted on TickerTacker under trade ideas every morning. And, if you subscribe to them, you can see them there every morning. I'll show you what they look like, how I post them. But, by the way, here's my personal record on TickerTacker. You can see I'm up 215%. That's since October, which is probably a little over 20% a month. But this is how you get to see the trades every morning. They're very, very detailed. I tell you where to buy it, at what price, how much risk to take, what the objective is, and where the stop should be. And it's generally from 3 to 6 trades per day. Half of them might be day trades, half might be swing trades or longer term trades. So this is very easy if you just want to take the trades and put them into your system and happy making some money like we are with the trades we're doing. But I don't know if that's going to serve you well for the long run. I would think at some point you want to learn how to do it, how to find these trades that I'm showing on the trade ideas every morning. The way to do that is you could sign up on TickerTacker for my personal trading course. There's a description there. I generally work with students and traders twice a week. It's totally personal, individual. We work about an hour and a half on Skype twice a week. And the important thing is that as we go, we trade together. I don't just teach you things and turn you loose, but We actually start off trading together in a demo account. And only then, when you see you're making good money in the demo account, would we even consider switching to real money. And one of the important things I do is I really never leave my students. I continue to correspond with them long after the course is over, which generally runs 2-3 months. And I interact with them basically for their trading life. They email me questions about trades and strategies, and I work with them at no charge for the rest of their trading career. I put my contact information up here if you'd like to email me or take a look at my website, or contact me on Skype. Please feel free to do that. You could ask me any questions you want, and you could also tell me what other things you'd like to hear on Ticker Talker in my weekly show here. We do it every Tuesday and Thursday at 3:30 Central Time. And, you can tune in. And if there's specific things you want to see, send me an email and tell me about it. Also, I want to mention these 2 books at the bottom here. They have nothing to do with trading. They have everything to do with your mental state. And in order to be a good trader, you've really got to have confidence, which means your mind has to be in the right area if you're going to do well. It's not good enough just to have a system, because if your mind isn't right, your confidence is not right, you're going to screw it up. And people, from trading with people over 25 years, I see people do the craziest things, even when they have a great system. They'll move stops, they'll do all kinds of things that can take a good system and make it end up badly. So I would encourage you to read both of these books and see how they can help you with your confidence and get you in the right frame of mind to trade every day. So with that, I'd like to wish you happy trading. I look forward to seeing you here every Tuesday and Thursday at 3:30. And hopefully you'll subscribe to the trades or take the course. Both might be good for you. You could start off using the daily trades to build up income. And when you do that, take some of that money and take the personal course, and I will work with you daily on your trading. So with that, have a great day. I'll look forward to seeing you on Thursday.
The risk of loss in trading commodity interests can be substantial. You should therefore carefully consider whether such trading is suitable for you in light of your financial condition, and considering whether to trade or to authorize someone else to trade for you. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results.
Hi, I'm Jeff Wecker, and I want to welcome you to my profile on Ticker Talker. I've been in this business now for about 25 years. I started out at Chicago Board of Trade against some of the best in the world. You didn't learn quickly, they show you the door. The average trader studies charts 60 hours a week, pick the direction they think it's going to go. They enter the trade and start praying. I do things a little differently. On my profile, you'll be able to subscribe to 3 things. 1, my verified trades, which you'll find here. 2, my broadcasts, which I'll do every day. And number 3, you could enroll in my personal coaching program, which will teach you how I actually arrive at these trades. I want to teach people to not be part of that 85 to 90% to lose. I'm going to explain how that 80 to 95% work, and I'm going to give them the techniques and tools they need to always be on the opposite side of it. To learn how to become a successful Forex trader, follow me on my profile on TickerTalker.
Who's this?
Anonymous 666.
Find me the most famous trader there is.
Top of the morning to you.
Who is this?
Ben Arnold.
Pip, pip.
Pip Pip.
How are you having all that? By the British pound.
By the British pound?
Oh, by Jove.
What is happening?
Avoid those traders with a trusted TickerTalker trading leader today.
Placing verified trades in TickerTalker allows you as a leader to have a verified performance report that gives transparency to your followers of exactly how well they could have done potentially if they were following and copying your trades. To place a verified trade in the TickerTalker system, all a leader has to do is go to the top part of the platform where the menu icon is located, and then go to the trading part of the application and click on order entry. From the order entry panel, a leader has the capability to be able to place trades from either the simulator in the platform or a linked broker account, at which point, by checking on the checkbox share as a verified trade, a leader is able to place trades with a full range of order options and then have those trades be tracked through the verified trade system. As those trades are then placed, they will show up in the order book, where a leader will be able to see all of the historical executions that they've received for their trades, both in real time and previously, as well as any errors or any additional criteria that may have happened when those trades were placed. The order book is filterable by broker account and simulator, by date range, and is also updated in real time. The final piece of the verified trade system is the real-time performance tracker, which allows a leader to be able to see in real time the real-time status of all of their positions and how they're contributing to their performance. The performance tracker allows a leader to sort by different broker accounts that they've linked to the system, by open and close positions, by automated trading strategies or verified trades. And all of these things are done within this performance tracker in a way where downside risk can be quickly eliminated by checking on and off different positions and then closing them out very, very quickly with the quick close select positions buttons. After a leader has placed verified trades and started generating them, they can then see those performance results and share them publicly through their profile. On a leader's profile, there are interactive calculators that allow users to evaluate what following that leader would have looked like. Opening up one of those calculators will show exactly how the performance would have been, as well as a breakdown of capital inflows and outflows into the account, as well as any changes to leverage that may have occurred. And finally, by clicking on the Download Performance Statistics button, an investor can take a look at a real breakdown of exactly which orders were placed by that leader and how they affected the performance of that leader at the end of their verified trade balance. So any capital inflows and outflows that may have occurred are also shown in this report, giving an investor a real overview as to exactly what capital inflows and outflows resulted in what was happening in that account. On a leader's profile, investors can see a chart of exactly how well that leader was doing over time, as well as the capital that was put at risk. And finally, if a leader wants to go ahead and change in their account any of the account funding principles, so add or remove to their capital balances that I was showing you before, they can go into the broker account settings, click on manage, and then under the settings for each broker account or the simulator, they can add or remove capital to their tracked allocated verified trade balance by entering it in through the settings. Now, obviously, if you make higher returns with a lesser balance, so you make more money with less, your percentage will be higher. Whereas if you use more capital to generate the same returns, your percentage will be lower. And all of these things are tracked within the TickerTalker verified trade system.
Placing verified trades is available on our mobile application as well as if you are a leader in the TickerTalker platform. All you have to do to place verified trades on the TickerTalker mobile app is to go to Trade, then to choose either a limit or a market order, choose either a real money broker or a simulated broker account, and then to check off the box Share as a verified trade before placing the order. Then that trade will be placed as a verified trade in the system for everybody to see as well. Within the TickerTalker mobile application, all of the same calculators and charts are available to users for them to be able to evaluate your performance.